Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. But the question of the day, does unconditional love really exist? Who receives it? Let's go. So I'm going to say this. In a human format, the simple answer to this question is yes. Shout out to JD333. All the chat getting active. They had y'all had to get warmed up too, huh? Chat had to get warmed up too. Anybody watching me from Instagram, y'all got 20 minutes. When this question of the day is over with, it's over with. Y'all got to slide over to YouTube. So look, I would say the simple answer to does unconditional love really exist? Yes. Unconditional love does really exist. Now, who receives it? Okay, so unconditional love exists from mother to child. Oftentimes, we've seen instances, right? But it exists from mother to child. It exists from father to child, okay? Unconditional love also exists from husband to wife. Do I believe unconditional love exists from wife to husband? No. I don't believe unconditional love exists from wife to husband. I do not. So when we start talking about who receives it, does unconditional love really exist? I say yes. Y'all tell me, chat, if y'all disagree or give me y'all take. We on the first question of the day. I got a couple today. I think unconditional love does truly exist, but who receives it? If we just talking about human beings, children oftentimes will receive unconditional love from the caregiver, whomever that may be, right? They'll die for them. They're going to stand up for them even when they're wrong, correct them in behind doors, whatever the case may be, protect them, show them the way, all of that. Have pure intentions for them, all that. Does unconditional love exist from husband to wife? Oftentimes, yes. Men will endure in relationships far more than women these days. I'm standing on that. Y'all disagree with me? Correct me if I'm wrong. We here to crack the code, y'all. Don't be scared to have a conversation. So the thing is, husbands or men in general, we don't receive unconditional love from humans. We don't. Men don't receive unconditional love from humans. If you're a man and you want unconditional love, get a dog. I just recently lost my dog, and ain't nobody ever loved me like my dog. I just super recently lost my dog. He right here. His ashes right here on my desk. And that's unconditional love. Every single fucking day. It was no wavering, no what have you done for me lately, no nothing. If I decided not to feed my dog for a whole day, the nigga just fast with me. He ain't love me no different. No, you get what I'm saying? Buy a dog. If you're a man and you want unconditional love, buy a dog. You're not getting it from no human. Chris Dale, what up? He said CW. What that mean? Talk to me. But yeah, so that's what I say on that. I would say that how can a man get? Let's try to unpack this. How can a man receive unconditional love from a human? You could get it from one of your kids. You might have a child that love you unconditionally, but not really. Because I can come up with a lot of conditions where a child may not have love from you. The mother could cool Willie. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like the mother could you might could get unconditional love from a child if you a man. You might can. But it's like is it unconditional? No. Because like we see it every day. It might be two parents that are co-parenting, and let's say the mother is painting a bad image of the father. A lot of times the child will choose sides. That's not unconditional love. It's not, you have some children that's like, all right, I hear you, but like I know I got my own relationship with my pop. Like I ain't really like that's your personal beef and your bias. Like I know my dad for myself. You got that too, but is that the majority? No. You know what I mean? So that love, even that love is conditional. Somebody could offer you their opinions or misguide you and mentally, and now you don't got no feelings for your pops. You know what I'm saying? Like men don't generally get unconditional love from humans. You got to get an animal, a pet or something. Like it's not. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really trying to like hash this out. Women get unconditional love from a lot of different directions. A lot of times women get unconditional love from their children by default. Unconditional love from their parents. Do men get unconditional love from their parents? No. Nope. Not really. Like, if we want to have a real conversation, no. Like, I'm trying to think, where do men get unconditional love from? Not even from their parents. Because I know a lot of parents that have disowned their son if he came home with a boyfriend. It's over with. Shit, you could put me in there. You could put me in there. If I had a son and he came home with a boyfriend, shit. My love ain't unconditional, G. I'll be the first to tell y'all, my love ain't unconditional. And the reason why my love ain't unconditional is because I don't receive unconditional love. So I don't giveth. Fuck is you talking about? What I look like? Now, when I become like a father and I have some kids, yeah. Or like my dog, yeah. Like I'd have ran in front of I would have ran across some train tracks to save my dog. And if we ain't make it, we ain't make it. That's a fact. But would I do it for like my brother? Nah, I'll probably just yell, move, nigga. Ha! Boy, fuck you doing? I'll cap it a little bit, but not really. I don't know. I had to be in the situation. It's a question mark. I don't know. For real. I don't get unconditional love because I'll tell you, like, if y'all really want to have this conversation, we can have it. Like, you could say it. Everything sounds good to say. But if we trying to crack the code, we got to be honest. Everything sounds good to say. Yeah, I got unconditional love for my mama, my daddy, my brothers, and it's unconditional. There's no condition you could bring up where my love would ever be in question. Shit. I know a lot of conditions that we could bring up. If somebody love would be in question, damn, you would do some shit like okay, for example, like you might say, okay, here we go, hypothetical. You are a married woman with children. You got 3 kids and a husband. Boom, you're a married woman. You got 3 kids and a husband. You watching your niece, your kids with your husband, they doing something. You babysitting your niece. Your niece go do some stupid shit. She out on the road. You feel like you might got a chance to save her from this car that's coming, that's looking down, texting and driving, but you might not. It's a good chance you can get hit by this car with your niece if you run out there and try to save your niece. Tell me right now that you got unconditional love for your niece. Tell me you got unconditional love for your niece, and you not going to think about your kids and your husband before you run your dumb ass out there in that street and potentially die with your niece. Tell me your shit unconditional like that. Let's get into some real shit. Unconditional means unconditional. Chris Dale said, insane love show, right? Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it. Yeah, tell me your shit unconditional like that. Tell me you running out in the street and you ain't gonna think about your family first. That's what I'm saying. Like my brother, for example, my brother got a family. He got a whole ass family. So before he do something to come save my life or crash out behind me and all that shit, he can say his love for me unconditional. Respect. Everything sound good to say. Tell me you're not going to think about my nephew or my niece before you go and crash out about me. You see, it sound good, but you realistically, you got other motherfuckers to be around for. The love conditional, fam. You feel me? I think the only man that's capable of probably giving like a sibling or a best friend unconditional love is a man who don't have nothing of his own. So if you a single man, no kids, no wife, no nothing, you just nomad. You know what I'm saying? You just nomad out here. You probably can't have a best friend that's a homie or a blood brother that's a homie and have unconditional love. It don't, whatever needs to be done for this person, I'm coming through. My love will never waver for this person under no circumstance because you don't have nothing else to consider. You don't have nothing else to think about. You could do that. But when you start having other people you responsible for and shit like that, like, yeah. And then some people will say, well, it's not love crashing out about somebody. Yes, it is. Sometimes it is. That is love. Love and hate is the same emotion on 2 different ends of the spectrum. So crashing out could be a form of love. It's intense emotion for sure. It's passion for sure. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's crashing out verbally, physically, whatever the case may be, crashing out comes from a place. You're not crashing out about some shit you don't care about at all. Tell me I'm lying. Even to hate somebody, you got to value their opinion. Right? If you don't put no stock in what they got to say, then you're not going to put no weight on their words. And it's not going to get to you. If it gets to you, it's because it matters to you. Right? So let's have some real conversation. Men don't. I'm convinced men don't receive unconditional love in this world. Professor BX, what up from Instagram? Tap over to YouTube, bro. Instagram about to be over. TOTCW. Tap over to Willie. Oh, that's you? Tap over to YouTube, bro. Yeah. Instagram about to be over with. For everybody sliding through. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I really can't see a situation where, like, being a grown ass man is really a thankless job. Everything you do, you supposed to do. Ain't nothing about, you know what I'm saying? Everything you do, you supposed to do. Nigga, you could make $1 trillion and provide for your family on a, he said, I already like the topic, sub. Gratitude, appreciate it. I am Tetsuo. What's up? Did I say that right? I hope I said it right, man. Shout out. But yeah. So like, being a grown man handling business, like you really, it's really a thankless job. Everything you do, you're supposed to do. You can make $2 million, you supposed to run up a bag. Now you make 50 million, you supposed to run up a bag. You a man. That's what men do. Knowing most people ain't gonna touch that type of bread in a lifetime, we just say all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's real though. It's a thankless job. It don't matter how much of a super Negro you is versus a mediocre Negro. You supposed to do it. Whatever you got done, you supposed to do that. You feel me? Only time you really get reverence is if you got clout. If you do everything in the dark and don't be somebody that make 10 million a year and got floor seats at the Lakers game, sitting next to a celebrity that make 2 million a year and probably live above their means and really live in check to check on some shit. Who the cameras on? Who gonna get the most hoes? You get what I'm saying? Like we nigga, the blinders is on, champ. And that's why it ain't no unconditional love. Right there. That's why men don't get unconditional love. That don't exist for men. Does it exist? Yes. Simple answer, yes. For men, fuck no. And you can take that to the unconditional. Man, that shit conditional as hell. You thought it's niggas every day finding out how conditional this shit get. You thought your girl loves you unconditional. You thought she was a ride or die because she held you down when you did 30 days for that dumbass misdemeanor. And you thought this and you thought that. And you moved your dumbass in with your girl. And promptly as y'all got into it and her grace ran out for your ass, she showed you her conditions. And a U-Haul. Yeah. Yeah. This niggas every day finding out how conditional this shit get. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you got to laugh to keep from crying. It's conditional. But yeah, that's the first question of the day. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.